Hi, this is Ada from Hong Kong. Thanks for the invitation from reauthoringteaching.com so that I can share my experience and thoughts of how to fight against COVID-19. Well, I would like to take this chance to thank friends all over the world because in the very beginning, when we are lack of masks in Hong Kong, my friends, American friends, sent her boxes of masks. So my friends share the mask with me. However, now you are in need of mask, but it's a pity that I couldn't send it back to you. So I really hope this sharing video would be helpful for you to share some more inspiration of what to do at home to help minimizing the worries and anxiety. So first of all, staying at home is not so huge challenge for me because I am a taku. Taku in Japanese means people prefer to stay at home doing nothing. Well, now, obviously, that's a negative label. But now we are the expert of social distancing. At least we have something, we have the advantage of protecting ourselves from the virus. We are doing something very meaningful for avoiding spreading the virus, right? But of course, in the past 2 months, our lives are full of uncertainties. So I did something that is quite different from my taku life. First of all, I rearranged my room. Now I have my studio to make movie, and I can even have a yoga mat in my very small room to do exercise. Yeah, I'm rearranging everything. And I find this from my bookshelf is a souvenir from a Buddhist temple. It's called Heart Sutra. In Buddhism, people say that if you copywriting the Heart Sutra, it will help you to be calm, to train up your patience, and to help you to concentrate. Obviously, it's not suitable for me. I couldn't finish it, but it's really something very good when I'm writing these few lines. And then I find something to do that is more suitable for me. Well, I need to show you. I've tidied up all those readings, articles, and book chapters of narrative therapy and narrative practices, and put all the data into an Excel file so that I build up my narrative therapy references library. Yeah, I spent more than a week for that, and there are 250 something items. So yeah, it's so helpful for me. I enjoy doing that. But it's so difficult for us because even though I am so good, I'm so obedient. I do it voluntarily to stay at home to avoid getting sick. Because of the dense living environment in Hong Kong, we have so many flats, so many small flats in the same residential building. So if there are 2 more confirmed cases in the same flat, we may be moved to the quarantine camp by the government because we have a lesson in year 2003. During SARS, there was community outbreak in the same building. So this time, 2 buildings were moved, two buildings, or half of the residents are moved to the quarantine camp already. I have 1 confirmed case in my residential building a few weeks ago, my friend asked me to prepare a quarantine bag, which is just like a hospital bag for pregnant woman. So you need to rush to the hospital immediately when you are going to give birth, right? So I need to prepare myself for 2 weeks of quarantine. So everything shall be in the bag. And yeah, I feel full of helplessness. I did nothing wrong, but I still face the possibility for being infected. This hopelessness recall my memory of reading some interview of those social activists. They are preparing themselves to be imprisoned. They said they've prepared a book list to read books in the prison. So I've also prepared my book list. I've prepared this book in my bag so that I read the book during the 2 weeks to help myself be less anxious, worry about maybe I may get infected. Of course, even though I'm not going to the quarantine camp, I'll start reading these books. Yeah, so living in such a dense residential building not only a challenge for us to work at home with our children, but also our parents and the pets. So some parents, they just think their children maybe at my same age, their work from home means they don't need to work. And then they just interrupt during the office hours at home. Yeah, so we need to learn how to communicate with our family member, how to cope with all these challenges. We need to understand how they behave. Yeah, I've read my friend's sharing on Facebook status yesterday. She have two girls, one at age 10 and the other one at age 4. She is happy to share with you. She said that school suspension is very good for siblings because the schools never teach children how to communicate with their siblings. So she witnessed the sisters, her daughters, have a lot of arguments in the very beginning. But later on, through the process, my friend, the mother, observed and listened and guide them to learn how to express their emotions. That's so beautiful. We can find a lot of things that we can never learn from the school during this period. Yeah, so it's really quite tough during these days because we never know when it will stop. The government in Hong Kong just announced the school suspension is further until the school suspension will continue until further notice. So we need a sense of humor. We need a sense of contribution, just like what I'm now doing with you. I wish this sharing would be helpful for you. Yeah, and yeah, that's why we are so keen for helping each other in our community. Yeah, this pandemic just let us realize there are so many social injustices in our societies. So to open up our eyes, to voice it out, to tackle with these social injustices will keep us busy at home. Yeah, we care about those vulnerable people. Yeah, and yeah, we have cases of foreign domestic helpers or ethnic minorities in Hong Kong. They were said to be the most vulnerable in the past, but they are also helping the elderly. So this pandemic just let me know that regardless of our socio-economic status, regardless of our ethnicity. It's a time for us to help each other, not only in our own community, but also at the global scale. So I wish this help. I wish all of you stay healthy. Thanks for watching this. Bye bye.